Amarillo saw nearly a foot of snowfall, with blowing snow, road closures, cars stuck in the snow being pushed out by others, and those wind-driven snowdrifts all the way up to 8 feet high. On the same day, parts of Texoma, or along the Oklahoma-Texas border on the Red River, saw 9 to 10, 11 inches of snow even, with very dangerous travel conditions.
Oh, wow.
Later in the month, on January 21st, it was southeast Texas's turn. Into Louisiana, where they saw the worst of it, parts of Lake Charles, and later that evening in Alabama and Florida, along the beach, we received unprecedented amount of snowfall, very cold temperatures, waking up the next morning to what seemed like an Arctic tundra.
This is the type of weather that will have everyone calling and texting your cell phone, and that is where today's sponsor comes in, Aura. Many news networks like to call and get updates on storm tracking. If you're like me, I bet you are, you're getting phone calls all day from unfamiliar numbers. You're second guessing if it's a legitimate business opportunity, or like a news network calling, or if it's one of those scammers and spammers. Our sponsor Aura can help mitigate these spam calls with the Data Broker Opt-out. Aura will help remove your personal information from data brokers and people's search sites that can sell your info to identity thieves, scammers, and more. And with less of your personal information flying around the internet like a cow flying around a tornado, the less you will get spam calls. Stop leaving yourself vulnerable to data breaches and brokers. Go to my sponsor, https://aura.com/TSC to get a 14-day free trial and see if any of your data has been exposed. The link is in the description as well as a quiz. Are you smarter than a scammer?
And we thank Aura for sponsoring. Now, the only wish we had is that bad weather model data could also be filtered out. Back to snow video we go. Let's take a look at all of the snow footage we captured across multiple different states. January 9th, January 21st, and a couple of snowy situations in between. Early on January 9th, snow was already underway across parts of the Panhandle, North Texas, Texoma, and part of the DFW area. Was all of the snow that fell in the Amarillo, Texas area. Previously forecast to get 3 or 4 inches of snow. Amarillo quickly found themselves under a winter storm warning issued that day and would end up receiving nearly a foot of snowfall. Back in Amarillo, the sun went down and the problems escalated with the closure of Interstate 40 west of the city. A jackknifed 18-wheeler would land up blocking both lanes westbound. Folks were stuck there for quite a while in the blowing snow conditions, waiting it out. Cars were stranded or on the very verge of becoming stranded in the Amarillo area. Intense blowing snow made visibility very, very low, very dangerous for traveling.
Beautiful.
Here's the view from Bells and Sherman,
Wow.
Texas, up in Texoma near the Red River. After dark, the snow really started to come down heavily and started accumulating fast. With this winter event, there were some reports of 11 inches of snow near the Lake Texoma area, just near Denison, Texas. We saw an impressive amount of snow accumulating on all of the roadways and freeways here. And I don't know what happened with that guy.
I had the green.
So we fast forward our journey trying to get south back into the DFW Metro from Sherman. And this happens.
It's snowing a little bit, but we're literally on the super duper cusp. Oh, wow.
Well, Jason did make it back safely into the DFW Metroplex. Here's a look late that night on the Sam Rayburn Tollway. A very slow-moving crew trying to push snow and ice off of the roadway. Couldn't go 5 miles an hour to get home, had a full send. And just got a little extra snow at the very end of the event to top things off at 1 a.m. And then that brings us to January 18th. There was not a very hyped event or anything like that. It was a pretty narrow band of snow that moved from north to south. A good burst of snow with some gusty winds made for quick drop out in the visibility and a quick accumulation. Folks driving around the Lubbock, Texas area that evening were treated to a quick burst of snow and low visibilities. And we saw a pretty similar situation on January 20th in the Amarillo area, as they were extremely cold. This is just blustery, quick dusting of snow blowing around the roadways. Very low impact, but we were covering that as well. And then that's where things got interesting on January 21st. Waking up in Houston with 2, 3, even 4 inches of snow, especially on the northeast side of Houston. Storm Chaser Houston cleaned off his car and was ready to go track snow. And here's a view from the 610 loop around 4 a.m. on January 21st.
Look at this. It is amazing. This is downtown Houston, man. Downtown Houston. This is epic. It is unbelievable. Incredible. Woo! Love it.
It is a beautiful morning for coffee out here in Lake Charles. Currently under a blizzard warning. It is coming down out here, but it is a very nice morning for some coffee.
We were also able to catch a very rare phenomenon, snow in Mobile, Alabama to Pensacola, Florida, late that evening. Snow on the beach, many beachgoers having fun out there in the snow-covered beaches. This is stuff you just very rarely ever see in one's lifetime. Crossing into Florida, got this awesome view of the Florida State Welcome sign and blowing snow.
Never thought I would be filming this. Snow on the beach in Florida. Alabama-Florida state line. This is crazy. There's still steam coming off of the water. It's so calm too, like This is crazy.
Snow just got heavier and heavier, kept blowing, kept piling up on the beaches. It was wild to see. And waking up the next morning to low 20-degree temperatures on the beach, completely snow-capped everywhere. Beautiful sunrise though, just had to bundle up. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Go ahead and like it, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for the next extreme weather video.